A very good afternoon to everybody. This is Ayushma Bhojewar from 8th standard and from Modulus coaching classes. So today I am going to teach you the topic that is hybridization. So let's take our topic, that is hybridization. So do you know, guys, what exactly do we mean by hybridization? So hybridization, it is the intermixing of two orbitals, we get a new set of orbitals, and these new set of orbitals is called as hybridized orbitals, whereas this process is called as hybridization. So I hope you get the point. What do we exactly mean by hybridization? Now there are certain types of hybridization. So first of all, let's discuss about that, and eventually I am also going to tell you about the formula to discuss about the formula to find the certain types of hybridization. So the first hybridization that we have is sp hybridization. From here you can say that there is an intermixing of one s orbital and one p orbital, and the structure of sp hybridization is linear. The example of sp hybridization is CO2, and we can write in this way. So here the central metal atom is carbon and two oxygen are attached with it with double bond, as the valency of oxygen is 2. Now the second hybridization that we have is sp2 hybridization. Here we have one s orbital and two p orbitals. The structure of sp2 hybridization is trigonal planar, and the example of sp2 hybridization is BCl3. So here the central metal atom is B, that is boron, and 3 chlorines are attached with it. So we have boron and 3 chlorines attached with it. So here let's discuss now about sp3 hybridization. Here we have one s orbital and 3 p orbitals. The structure of sp3 hybridization is tetrahedral. And the example for sp3 hybridization is CH4. Here I am going to write. So here we have our central metal atom as carbon and 4 hydrogens are attached with it. The next hybridization that we have is sp3 dehybridization. I hope you all know why do we not take sp4 hybridization, because in the p orbital we have only 3 shells. Now here sp3 dehybridization, the structure is trigonal bipyramidal. And the example for sp3 dehybridization is PCl5. Here we have central metal atom as phosphorus and 5 chlorines attached with it in the shape of trigonal bipyramidal. So the next that we are going to see, which is sp3d2 hybridization. The structure of sp3d2 hybridization is octahedral. So the example of sp3d2 hybridization is SF6. Here we have our central metal atom as sulfur and 6 fluorines attached with it. Now moving towards the formula to find the hybridization. The formula to find the hybridization is number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. So I hope you everybody know what do we exactly mean by lone pairs. So lone pairs is the pairs of non-bonding electrons. One example, same example we will take, that is BCl3. So here we are substituting the value in the formula. So B, that is our central metal atom boron, the group number of boron is 3. So we have 3 chlorines attached with it. Here the number of sigma bonds we have is 3, and the number of lone pair, there are no lone pairs, right? So we are going to take as 0, that equals to 3, and we have sp2 hybridization because S and 2p, that equals to 3. So that's why we have sp2 hybridization. So here I conclude. That was my small video on hybridization. I hope you understood. Thank you everybody for your patient hearing. Thank you.